Okay, so here's the deal. Diets work, tracking calories works, weighing out your food works, prepping your meals works. All of that works, but you're going to have to keep doing it for the rest of your life if you don't address the real problem. Now, the real problem is your emotional attachment to the food is the underlying reason why you are drawn to that food. So, why is it that you want to overeat? Why is it that you're drawn to fast food, the good food, the bad food? So understanding how food affects your body, both on a molecular and chemical and a breakup level, but then also your body particularly, is going to help you in the future. Because anyone can follow a diet, anyone can weigh and track and count, stuff like that, but that's still going to keep you restrictive. That's still going to create this weird emotion and this weird fear and this weird can and can't around food. So by understanding why you are drawn to those foods, why certain emotions bring up the want for those foods, you're able to come at it as like an outside perspective. You're able to take the emotional attachment out and look at the bigger picture. You do have control. You can stop. You can have a little bit and not go out of control. And it is possible. It is easy, and you don't need to track and weigh and count and calculate forever. I thought for so long I would have to weigh and track and calculate and keep track of all of that stuff for the rest of my life because I had absolutely no control, ever. And I thought it was a luxury to not have to deal with this problem. But you don't. It's not a luxury. It's very, very normal. We are just overcomplicating it. You know so much and you've put so many rules out that it's hard for you to get back to normal feelings, just normal feelings by listening to your body. And your body wants you to be healthy. It wants you to succeed. It wants to be the best version of itself. So it's not going to sabotage you into overeating, into harming it, into adding weight. It's just not. So there's two things that need to happen. One, you need to identify like foods that work best for you, your attachment to it, foods that come up during stressful situations. You need to understand food and yourself. And two is stress. You need to understand yourself and your attachment and your being to stress, because that there's a whole breakdown to it, and I'm sure I have podcasts. Let me link that really quick. But all in all, I'm just seeing a lot of people on like one extreme or the other, where it's either you don't need to track or weigh or count or know anything about that, and you have to do all of this. Like, there's no way of going about it. There's balance, there's a middle ground. And it all comes down to what you believe, what you really want to be possible. If you think that you actually can't do it and you need to like track, then you're going to need to track, and you're going to find a way to make it work, and you're going to enjoy it. And if you don't want to do that, well, there is another way. There's always another way. Don't ever sacrifice. Don't ever settle. There's more than one way to do this life, and you get to decide what that way is. And you get to find it, or you get to create it yourself. And if another way is something similar to what I'm talking about, then I can help you with that. Because I help the people that live, breathe, and exist to a core diet and workouts and just scheduling and all of it, and are just ready for change because they're already burnt out and they have so much more to accomplish in this world, but they can't imagine doing it anymore, going any harder, being more than what they've already been doing. So I help them find their way. I help them find balance, bring motivation naturally back in, create a solid, healthy base to build off of. And we solidify it over and over and over again until it's just who you are and you don't question, you don't have to force. And if that's what you want, come message me, because it's so freeing, it's so enjoyable. There's so much peace here while you're still accomplishing your goals, while you're still being the athlete that you want to be, while you're still being the healthy version of you. It's just a whole lot easier and way more fun. There's no stressing or worrying about anybody else, and it's totally 100% your life. So if you're ready to fully embrace that and keep going, let me know.